What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. And good early afternoon from Johannesburg, South Africa. Flew in yesterday. My beautiful Airbnb apartment. There's a hot yoga studio in the building, gym, 2 pools, sauna, steam, ice bath. So I'm gonna make a nice cinematic reel for my IG. So if you want to check it out, follow me at Jax_IGC. I only have one account, only one underscore in the middle. I'll probably be working on the reel tomorrow. But we're going to go over our friend Bitcoin for everybody who doesn't give two shits about my personal life. Currently, we're sitting at 21.8K. We saw the drop that we've been calling for a couple of weeks on the channel. Beautiful to see. Sitting down 0.36 on the day. Sitting a market cap of 421 billion. 24-hour volume, 23.46 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to BitGet, sign up, grab up to 8K in bonuses or Bybit. These are the two exchanges where I do my trading. Email me your sign up email. I'll give you completely free access to over 2,000 members, posting chart patterns and talking all things crypto completely for free. All right, so let's hop into the charts. I'm going to start here on the 1 hour. So of course we broke down. We'll get more into the larger time frames in a minute here. But what we were looking for was coming down in that wave 3 of the wave 3, so subwave 3 of the wave 3. So what I think is going on here, potentially you've come down in a wave 1. This is a wave 2 pullback, wave 3, wave 4. This could be ending diagonal into a 5 to complete the 3. We have divergences on the hourly, on the money flow and the RSI. I'll quickly open it up. As you can see, money's flowing back in and relative strength is increasing on the 1 hour time frame. So we could start to bounce here and put in a wave 4, come down in a final wave 5. So if we do start to bounce, look for a target zone. Take your fib retracement from the top of the wave 2 down to the bottom of wave 3, and you would target in between the 0.236 and the 0.5. So currently that's sitting in between 21.7 and our 21, I have to drop that down a little bit, and about 22.1. If you break 22.1, it validates that as a wave 4, but I don't think that's likely. And then you would come down, complete the wave 3, 4, 5. Now there's a couple scenarios I want to go over with you guys. The first one, which I don't think is likely, is we've already completed an ABC, or we're close to it, which is here in white, wave A, wave B, coming down in a wave C and a wave 4, and then you would push up in a wave 5 to take you up above 25K. I don't think that's the likely scenario. What I think Bitcoin is doing, the two scenarios that I think are more likely, is you're just putting in a 5-wave move into an A. Then you're going to put in a wave B. I think load shedding just kicked in. And then you're going to come down in a wave C. Either it's going to be an ABC flat correction, or the other scenario that I'm looking at here is that you are going to come down in that wave 2, which would take you all the way down in between about 17K and about 19.1K. I'll explain what load shedding is in a second here. So you'd be looking at a wave A down, pulling back in a B, and then seeing a wave C to take you much lower. Basically, in South Africa, they have something called load shedding, where power goes out a couple times a day for a few hours. Usually I rent places that have a generator, but this one unfortunately doesn't have one. It just has to do with like corruption in the company and people making money off basically shutting the electricity off for a few hours a day. Sometimes that happens when you're traveling abroad to third world or developing countries. You don't get all the luxuries of home, but personally I much prefer to live abroad than I do to be in the West. As you can see, the prices are frozen here on the side, but I think I can still work with it. So we talked about the fact that we consolidated 20 days off the bull market bottom in the previous bear market before seeing a retracement to the 78% fib level. And we did the exact same thing. We literally consolidated for 20 days, and now we're starting to drop. And it was also 457 days for us to push back up into this trend line from the all-time high and then roll over, and it was 460 days in 2015, as I mentioned in previous videos. So if we were to see that larger pullback, there's your target zone for a potential wave 2. I do think there is still a chance that this is a wave 4 and will push up in a higher high before coming down in a wave 2. But if we break 19.9, it would invalidate that. Looking at the DXY, I mentioned to watch 102 and wait for the reaction, and that's exactly what we've seen here. We're starting to see a reaction off 102. So we may see that continuation up to 104 unless we print a double top with a bearish divergence. But if we do see continuation up to that next level of resistance, you will continue to see the price of Bitcoin fall. But you might see a little bit of rollover in the short term, which will allow Bitcoin to put in that wave 4 that we're looking at here. Coming up in a wave 4 in between 21.7 and 22.1. The last bearish wave count that we're looking at is potentially that this is a wave 3. We ABC'd into a 4, and you're still looking to come down in a wave 5. I did see another analyst where he was looking at his wave 3 right here, pushing up in a 4 and coming down in a 5. So just take the analysis with a grain of salt, but there is still a possibility of coming down to 12K. The previous 2 bear markets did bottom in January, and we have these fractals, the 460-day fractal, as well as the 20-day consolidation that we saw in 2018. And in both those scenarios, in previous bear markets, that was the bottom. In 2015, we did retest the bottom in August, but both those bear markets bottomed out in January, just as we did this year as well. So just take that into consideration. All right, gang, that's it for this one. Sign up to either Bybit or BitGet. Grab those bonuses. Email me or sign up email. Completely free access to over 2,000 members, posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. Unfortunately, the internet is out. I'll probably have to hotspot it. So you can't see it, but it's completely for free at the 10 USD membership, early access to my analysis as well as trade signals. All of that can be found in the links in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.